All right, our next step here is going to be inputting our front and our top views into MDSolids, okay? Because MDSolids is going to generate for us our shear and our moment diagrams, okay? But we need to have where our forces are, locations, and where the support bearings are as well. Now, something I didn't add here, which you're going to want to add, is that there is 6 inches in between each one of those elements. So 6 in between A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to E. So that means that our overall length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 24 inches total, which we'll need when we start MDSolids. So now I already have MDSolids open. So I'm going to click there and we get our menu when we come in, and we're going to go to determinant beams. Determinant beams. When we get to determinant beams, you're going to notice that up in the left-hand corner there, that's a simply supported beam. You can do cantilever beams on here, you know, left or right, but ours is simply supported. And it's going to be simply supported at those bearings that we have. So we're going to click on that one. And when we click on that, it wants to know what is the total length of our beam. Notice that the inches are here. If you ever need to change the units, you can, but we're going to leave it in inches. So that's going to be 24. And then it wants to know what is the location of the left support. So as we're looking at that, that is point B, which is 6 inches from the left. So this is going to be 6. And then our right support is D. So still going from that like 0 on the left, that's going to be 18 inches along that length. And then we can click on enter. And you're going to notice that it now simulates the length of our shaft, and it's going to be supported at A and at B. Now we need to add our loads. Those are on the left-hand side here. So I'm going to do my front view first. Okay. So as I look at my front view, do this easily. It's going to be going up, and it's going to be 481.5. So go back to MDSolids. I'm going to click the upward arrow, and its location is going to be at 0, because notice up in the upper left-hand side over here where they show the picture, our 0 starts on the left-hand side. So our load location is going to be 0, and the magnitude going up, I'm doing front view again, it's going to be 481.5. And we want to check the units, they are pounds. Okay, and then enter. Then we're going to do C. Under here, C is going to be going down 624, and its distance from that left-hand side is going to be 12 inches. So now we're going to do a downward force, 12 inches, and then it's going to be 624. Enter. And then our last force is going to be E, and that's going to be at the full 24 inches going up 494.12. Yeah. So you'll notice as we were generating this, it was adding the shear and the moment diagrams. Okay, the shear and the moment diagrams. That's what we're looking for in MDSolids. Okay. Now, additionally, I'm going to expand my reactions. It automatically calculated my reactions for me as well. So that's the statics part of this, right? That would be the next step if we were doing this manually to determine the reactions at the supports. It did that for us. So now what we want from this is exactly what we have here on the screenshot. And we can simply do a screen snip. I'm doing Windows Shift S. And I'm going to start up in my upper left-hand corner and go all the way down to the lower left-hand corner. And I'm going to go back to, I've got Word open, just a document. And I have this as example 12.2, shear and moment diagrams. This is my front view. And I'm simply going to do Control V, or you can do right click and do paste. Okay, because it's on your clipboard. And that's the shear and moment diagram for the front view, Now I'm going to do this very same thing. I'm going to insert a page break. And I'm going to say this is going to be our top view. Okay. And now I'm going to go back to MDSolids. And I'm going to click back in the upper left hand or upper right hand side here back. It's going to go here. And you should be able to click, oh no, it does that. I think you've got to go back one more time, brand new. Okay. Again, it's a little quirky. it's old. And we can go back into the determinant beam. It's still remembering it. Dang it. Back.
If you hit file reset.
Oh, there it is. File reset. I think we did that last time, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's remembering it. Dang it. Can you do it here as well? Yeah. Okay. That's the best place to do it. It gets rid of everything. Thank you. So do that there. You know what I usually do? I usually go all the way out and all the way back in. That's what I've done forever, but let's do that. Reset quicker. Still has that little thing there, but we're going to, because if I do a refresh, it's still holding that, which is okay. Those are the locations that I want. But just so you know, since the locations for the supports are the very same, we're just doing a different view, that's okay. But if you are going to start a brand new project, so for instance, if you're starting to work on your homework and you had worked on MDSolids and you didn't go all the way out, it's not going to forget those, it looks like. So what I would suggest, like I had said earlier, what I always did was I would always go out and I would completely go out of MDSolids and then go back in. I know it's hokey, but I think that's the only way that it forgets completely. Now, again, you wouldn't have had to do that for this one, but if you're going from one example to the next, it'll remember those supports otherwise, I think. Okay. So, so I'm going to go back in. I'm going to start over. I am going to be put in my 24 inches. My left support is at 6. My right support is at 18. And again, it could be the same for this one. And now I'm going to put in, and I'm going to go back to underneath. I'm going to put in each one of my forces. All 3 of these are going down. So go ahead and input at 0, at 12, and at 24, your values. Down, 0. Yeah. Once you have those in place, then just a screen snip to capture those and put them then on our document. And then save that as oh, it doesn't like that. It's fine. So I'm back here. So that's what my MDSolids looks like. I don't want to get too far. Everybody good? I still have clickers. That's okay. Let you catch up. And then what I'll do is I'm going to stop the video here again, kind of keep this separate as our MDSolids, and then we'll continue on. So I'm going to here.